Hello, everybody's here. Uh, the link has been sent in the server yet, so just wait a minute. Just have to wait for everybody to ready up, and then we can Wild Swift us the crack. Uh, Short calls is only 14 people. Yeah, so we'll see what is gonna happen in the race today. The link still hasn't been sent in the server, so I don't know, bot's a bit slow. But yeah. Swifty Racer won in the Baku race, so will he win again? We'll have a look at the updated standings after Baku. Yeah, so EJ is still in the lead, uh, followed by Mike Shore and Fraser Fisher. It's very close at the top actually. The top four only split by 5 points or 6 points. Sorry. Well, Nova, what's the crack? Yeah, so it's pretty close at the top in the driver standings, and then Red Bull leading the Constructors' Championship. There's I don't know how to do maths. Maths is not my strong point, but we're in the garage now, so wait to see who's gonna come out the pits. Everybody load their there's the link. It finally got sent in the server. Yeah, so everybody putting on their set. That's the Red Bull coming out. Or yeah, and the Mercedes, and the McLaren, and I don't know what that car is. Here we have Alfa Romeo here. The first one at the garage is Mamazella. He currently sits in, we'll see where Mamazella is in the stands, will we? He's in 5th right now. He's a couple points, I don't know what's going on here. Swifty Racer having none of it. Wants to be the first one out the garage. And we'll turn on the track map, will we? Yeah, this stuff. Yeah, so we have everybody on an outlap pretty much. Just a couple of people in the pits. Swifty Racer leading the pack, followed by Mamzella, and then David the Gooner. Yeah. They're all getting racy on the formation lap. I'll turn the audio down, really. That's a bit too low. That's okay. I think that's okay. Hopefully it's okay. But Swifty Racer will be the first one to start a lap. So wait for Swifty Racer. Let's go off board with Swifty Racer as he starts a lap here in Australia. Hi Phil. The updated track layout is I don't believe this track has been on the calendar since season 1, so yeah, that's a long time ago, and since then we've had updated track layout, which we will start to see. We've already seen a bit of it there at the hairpin. Oh, Swifty Racer's out. He's had a big crash, and another. Oh Jesus, what's happened here? I've missed the crash, but there's a massive crash. Wait for Zap to go by it. Swifty Racer, Dave the Gooner, and Tobias out of the session, so New track layout, proving difficult for some. Sweeping right-hander here. Don't get the track limits. Nicely done there. And then onto the updated track layout. So usually there'd be chicane here, but that's all gone now, and it's just flat out to the fast left right-hander. You see what Zap can do here. Watch the track limits on the exit. Nicely done there. There's a Haas closely behind him, so we're going board with EJ here. Might be getting it. Yeah, definitely getting a bit of dirty air, which is probably going to ruin his lap. But Ryan sets the fast lap and the only lap on the session, which is a 19.6. I think that will be beaten by some of the drivers here. And EJ, our championship leader at the minute, sets 19.4 whilst being in traffic. So I say he lost a lot of time, as he's very close behind Zap. But we have Team Yassine UK who sets a 19.7. And Mike Shore sets that was not a lap that I think is representable. But we do have Nova Iconic who backs off his lap, and then FNC Tom who is starting a lap, and Fraser Fritchie who is also starting a lap. So most drivers had to back off. Oh, each is out. Oh, he just had a moment on the exit, and it's all kicking off down here. Yeah, EJ in the wall just lost it coming out of here, and a bit of traffic for everybody now, so not ideal. But it is what it is. Rain coming into the pits. Yeah, sets a 19.6, and we do have Mike Shore who's gonna start lap. Mike Shore, second in the or no, he goes into pits. Second in the championship for Mike Shore, so he's not doing too bad for himself. He's only 1 point behind. 1 point behind EJ, and Luke Devitt has had a spin and he's right on the racing line, so you want to spin her around there. I think everything's okay. So bit of confusion down at the last corner, but no Iconic coming into the pits now. Not in a few. With Effington sliding out the last corner. Up to the line now. What time can he do? It's going to be a 19.4. Goes third fastest behind Zap. Only 6 milliseconds behind Zap, so not a bad lap from him at all. Pretty competitive. It is quite competitive at the front. Most drivers in the 19s now, split by a couple of tenths. Mama Zelda starting a lap now. We'll go on board with Mama Zelda. Just 12 minutes remaining in this session. So EJ leads currently, but is out into turn 1. Nicely done there. Watch the track limits on the exit. You don't wanna get invalid lap time. Update part of the track here. It's opened up a lot more, which will provide for some exciting racing. Yeah, flat out round here. Nicely done through here. He sets a 1.26.8. Sweeping right-hander here. Oh, right on the limit. This is a nice lap from Mamzella. Just have to bring it home now. Under the barrier. And update track layout here, which will provide for some nice racing in the race. Left, right. Really on the limit here from Mamzella. Into this part of the track has changed as well. It's opened up a lot more. And then nearly flat out right-hander, bit of a lift. Into the last corner now. Watch the exit. You can't spin it quite easily, but that's nicely done from Mamzella, and this is going to be the fastest lap. It is a 1.17.8, which is a great lap from Mamzella. He goes fastest by nearly a second. Final flame in P2, 7 tenths behind. And we watch Mike Shore, who's starting a lap now. 1 point behind the championship leader at the minute. So this would be a great opportunity for Michelor to gain some points on EJ, because EJ will be more than likely starting from the back due to a crash, which is not ideal at all for him. Into here, nicely done through there. Left-hander here, and then flat out here. Oh, he had to catch the slide there, but sweeping right-hander now. And Michelor is doing the slap pretty nicely, so yeah, so usually there'd be a chicane here, but not anymore, just flat out for the whole section here. Then into the right-hander. Oh, he's went a bit wide and onto the gravel, and that's going to be his lap gone. Or unless he wants to continue it, but I doubt that. And we have Team Yasin UK starting the lap here. So this is his first race, I do believe, after joining the server, so into turn 1. Oh, sliding through there, or maybe that was just connection issues, but he does seem to be lagging a bit. Into the hairpin. Nice done through there. Left-hander here. And then, did he invalidate? No, flat out round here. Let's go on board with Team Yasin UK. We have Fraser Fishley ahead of him, I do believe. Yeah. Fraser Fishley is 1 point behind the championship leader, so him and Mike Shore are currently tied on points. Left-hander here. Don't do what Mike Shore did. And he does back off his lap, so he's going to let Team Yasin by. So we'll continue going on board with Team Yasin UK. Into the right-hander. Nice through there. So Team Yasin to the line is 19.0, which is fourth fastest. Puts himself a tenth or 2/10 behind Rain. So here we have, oh, someone's had a spin there. That's Second Seal Tom off the racing line. So just spin her around, and he's back on track. But let's go on board with Fraser Fishy, who, I don't know if something happened. It said he was 10 seconds down, but that might have been from the last lap. Obviously, Fraser Fishy, quick driver. Yeah, 1 point behind the championship leader. He's nicely through there, and he's got the fastest sector too, so into the last sector now. Nicely drawn through there, and Fraser Fishy's on a pretty decent lap here. Good right-hander there, and into the hairpin, and last corner now. Just want to bring it home at this stage. Open the DRS and to the line. It's a 1.18.1, which is second fastest for Fraser Fishy. Just 3/10 behind. Nova Iconic needs invite. We'll see if I can invite him. I don't know if I have him added or no. I don't think I have him added. Oh, someone's had a spin. That's Mfork. So, not ideal for him. But drivers. Yeah, so we'll see if I can give Nova Iconic a friend request. I don't know if I have him added. No, I don't have him added, so I can't invite him unless he sends me a friend request. If he sends me a friend request, I'll be able to invite him. Emperor sliding through the right-hander there. But I think Rain, no, Fraser Fisher coming into the pits. And I don't think anybody's on a lap. Emperor's crash going into the pit lane. So not ideal for him. And Luke Devitt starting a lap now. Into turn 1. Hit the apex. And, don't lose the car. Okay, Nova Iconic has sent me a friend request, so... sorry, I'm just sending this lad an invite. For some reason he's not showing up. Phil. I'm trying to invite him. Okay, I don't think I can invite him, but Luke Devitt's got a 5-place grid penalty for a collision with... I didn't see who got a collision. Nova Iconic's in the session, I'm pretty sure. Luke Devitt has retired. He's retired on track on the straight, so we'll go on board Final Flame, who... we'll go... I don't really know what's happening anymore. Just lots of stuff happening right now. But we are... Oh, Zap's had a spin. He's had a spin. He's went into the wall. I think he's out. No, he's put into reverse. But we'll see how much time's left in the session, because I don't know if he'll be able to get another lap in. Oh, that's Fine Flame going wide. Fine Flame going wide at the chicane. So the fast chicane is proving difficult for some today. Just 1 minute left in quali, so no, Zap's not going to get another lap in, so that's Zap's qualifying over. He'll start P6 at max. But we have Mama Zelda on the lap, so leading the qualifying right now. Oh, that was right on the limit there. Great turn 1 and 2. Into the hairpin, newly updated part of the circuit. Oh, he's had a spin. He's out. He's binned into the wall. He's binned into the wall. So Mama Zelda could be vulnerable here. A lot of drivers on a lap, I'm pretty sure, or going to start a lap. We have M4 here, who is finishing a lap. Not a very good lap. Puts him 10th fastest. Yeah, I'll adjust the camera settings. Oh, he's had a spin. Where's the camera settings? I'm sorry, Phil, but the camera settings are not showing here. Yeah, that's M4 who's had a spin. He's reversing on track, so I did for him. Yeah, so we're back now. Final claim is finished qualifying. So we are at the end of qualifying now. Sorry for the technical difficulties. We'll go on board with Team Yassine. Michler is out the session. He's retired on the straight. Onto this new part of the circuit here. Into the right-hander. Hit the apex. Get on the exit curb. And then right-hander here. Team Yassine UK on a good lap here. Where can he get put in the standings? Up to the line now. Looks like a pretty decent lap. No, he doesn't improve by 3/10. FNC O'Tom to the line. 8:10 improvement puts him in P4. Here we have Rain coming to the line now. It's a 1:18.5, puts him third fastest. Fraser Fisher can take pole. Of course he can. It's a 1.17.1 or .17.7. Provisional pole goes to Fraser Fisher. We have Emperk here. He's not on the lap. And I think that is qualifying over. Fraser Fisher sets the fastest lap of the race of the qualifying session and takes pole position as a result. So, yeah, great qualifying for McLaren. It's a 1-3 dot for McLaren, and Alfa Romeo having that's 2 and 5 for him on the grid. And Luke Devitt has a 5-place grid penalty, so yeah, he's going to drop down to the back of the grid. Not ideal for Williams, as they only have one driver running at the minute. Yeah, so a couple of drivers missed out on the chance to set a lap due to crashing out, but EJ, who crashed out pretty early on in the session, still is 8th fastest. So yeah, so that's qualifying over Fraser Fisher on pole position and McLaren on pole position. So yeah, great qualifying for McLaren. And we have the race coming up now. Yeah, a couple of people surprised by the return of Luke Devitt. Oh, okay, onto the race now. I imagine most people will be going on the harder medium. I don't think that the softs will be a good option for here. Or maybe I'm wrong. I don't really know. I'm not really into that stuff. But yeah. So McLaren have had a great quali. Can they bring it home? Same with Alfa Romeo. Mamazelda had a crash, so he missed out on the chance to defend his pole position. Start second nonetheless. So not a huge loss, but of course you want to start from the front. There is no glitches this time where I am on the grid, so that is the W for everybody involved. So, as expected, everybody on the Ryan opting for the soft tire here. So could it be a heroic strategy for Ryan, or is everybody else right and he's wrong? Everybody on the medium here pretty much. And yeah, so we wait to see if there's any predicted pit stop strategies. Usually they come up in the formation lap, but we're in for a great race. 29 laps of racing, so there'll be no letdown of action here. And I keep forgetting that there's no F2 cars anymore in Division 2, so just F1 cars. So laps, yeah, just the Grand Prix. No feature race or sprint race. Just this is it. If you crash it, you crash. And Swifty Racer and Nova Iconic are already out. Nova Iconic has joined the session, so that's what you like to see. That's just great news. Everybody warming up the tires now. As we get ready for the start of the race. Yeah, so Not ideal for Nova Iconic or Swifty Racer, as they're going to have cold tyres for the start. So we'll see if everybody can park the car correctly. Who's my pick for the win? Fraser Fishy. Fraser Fishy for the win. Yeah, so oh, there's the predicted pit stop strategy. Fraser Fisher gets disqualified, Mademoiselle parks it. We'll see if Rayan... I think everybody's done a decent job at parking. Yeah, we get ready for the race start here. My money's on Fraser Fisher. Here we go. Why is it this camera angle? But it's the Australian Grand Prix. Slides out, and away we go. Looks like Ryan gets a great start on the soft tyre. He's into the lead. It's a McLaren 1-2. Can Fraser Fisher challenge? Oh, that's someone knocked off. That's Mama Zelda in the wall. It's absolute chaos at the back. Oh, absolute carnage at the back. Two Aston Martins caught up in that, and lots of other cars caught up in that. Nova Iconic is out, but the McLaren 1-2 at the moment. And we have a virtual safety car out due to the collision at turn 1. So a couple of drivers caught up in that, so not ideal for their races, but yeah, Rain gets a great start on the soft tyres, and yeah, Mama Zelda he would be very disappointed at the start. So there's the predicted pit stop strategy. One stop for most of the drivers look like it's going to be on lap 13 to 16. I do believe that's what it said. Still a virtual, so no full safety car here. We look at the position changes to see. Yeah, so Luke Devitt got a brilliant start there, same for Mike Shore and David the Gunnar. So all to their respective teams, they will be happy. But McLaren leading the race here. Nova Iconic is out of the race, so yeah, it's green. It's a green flag here. Fraser Fisher gets the jump on his teammate, I'm pretty sure. So we'll go on board with these two. Fraser Fisher using ERS. Can he close in on his teammate? Doesn't look like it. We'll see all the racing action going on down the grid. David the Gunnar trying to close in on Mademoiselle after the lap 1 collision. Lots of drivers in the pits now for new front wings. Yeah, that's not what you want to see. You want to see everybody having a good race, but most of the time that's not possible. Mike Shore, 1 point behind the championship leader, and same for Fraser Fisher. The championship lead is very close, just 6 points splits top 5. So we have Evan Tom closing in on Final Flame. Is he going to make the move down the inside? No. He waits a little bit longer. It's going to be pretty tricky to overtake. Each has got a 3-second penalty. And yeah, I can't be getting penalties this early on, or else you're pretty doomed. So FNC Tom trying to make that move on Final Flame. But Final Flame, he's looking quite pacey at the minute. Mike Shore, he's trying to stick his nose in there too. And there's DRS now, I do believe. No DRS yet, so we'll have to wait until the next lap or at the start of Sector 3. Pretty close between the McLarens, so could the mediums still prove to be a competitive race tyre? Mike Shore saving his ERS better than FNC Tom anyhow. So is he going to lose a little bit of it to see can he get past FNC Tom on this long weaving straight? Don't think he's going to make the move now, so we'll have to wait a little bit longer. We have Aston Martin running in 10th and 9th after they were both caught up. Oh, we have a spinner. That's Mike Shore. That's Mike Shore in the wall. I switched races out as well. He's had a crash. And it's a virtual safety car again. So We've had 2 collisions now. That's Michael, Swifty Racers, out of the race after the highs of winning in Baku. He's crashed at the exact same place as he did in qualifying. So extremely disappointed for Swifty Racer. Poor weekend after a strong weekend in Baku. So that is Michael coming into pits. He is missing an end plate after getting caught up in a collision after the fast chicane. So not ideal for them at all. McLaren still running 1-2. Their closest rivals. We'll see who are their closest rivals in the constructors. Alfa Romeo and Alpine and Aston Martin. So at the minute McLaren are running very well. It's green flags here in Australia. Fraser Fishy gets a pretty decent start. He's already reeling in his teammate there. We'll look for action up and down the grid. Is there any team orders at McLaren? I have no idea. That's not up to me. But we have Luke Devitt trying to close in on Zap, who had a Division 1 debut in Baku. So he's reeling in Zap here, pulls to the inside, down the inside he goes. Can they keep it clean? Oh, there's a bit of contact. Luke sent spinning. Well, not really spinning. He does manage to catch the slide, so not bad, but not ideal. And he's going to get DRS again. So not all bad for Luke after the collision. Well, I wouldn't really call it a collision, but you know what I mean. And he's using all of his ERS. He might have to save a bit more ERS than that, because that would prove difficult in the long term. We have David the Gooner for scrapping away for the points here. And down the back, Tobias and EJ. I think they were both caught up in a collision on that one. So that's not ideal for their points. We'll head over to Fraser Fishy and McLaren. Fraser Fishy is reeling in his teammate here. They're going to go side by side. Tobias' crash at the pit entry. Here comes Fraser Fishy. Gets the move done before the braking point. So Fraser Fishy gets the move done on his teammate. The two McLarens keeping it clean, respecting each other. Still a 1-2, so not any points lost for the team, but for the drivers. You want to be out of your teammates, so we'll go on board with a couple of battles up and down the grid, but I do believe the closest one is a DRS turn. Ryan has come into the pits, so are them softs already starting to deteriorate? That's Tobias again, who's crashed just after the sweeping right-hander, and we've had a spinner. That is Mferk. He's pulling the wall and he's missing a front wing. He spun again, and this is just funny to watch. I don't know why. Okay, so into the pits. So his soft's already starting to deteriorate. There's a bit of lag there, but by not blame, he's closing in on Fraser Fishy. So he's trying to get that. He's trying to get that win for Haas, or the win back momentarily. Here comes Mamazella. Luke Devitt really struggling with ERS in this early stages of the race. Mamazella puts his car in a nice position to slingshot the exit. Luke Devitt has went right, and Tobias is out of the session. He's retired in the pit lane, so shouldn't be a safety car, because he has retired in the pits. But Luke Devitt might want to start saving a bit of ERS there, because he does seem to be struggling a bit with his ERS, and the other drivers will just breeze past him. Team Yassine UK. Oh, I go straight on. That's in the wall. Oh, no, man's teleporting. I thought he crashed, but most of it has been a bit of lag. We have a lapped car of Mferk in the way. Come on, Mferk. Hopefully Mferk does get out the way and um, abides by the blue flags. But we look for some close battles. Doesn't seem to be close battles, but we do have Mama Zelda and Zap. Mama Zelda just trying to reel him in here so he can get that DRS. Can he do it before the detection line? I think the detection line is just before the chicane or after the chicane. I'm not too sure. But he has got the DRS nonetheless. That's Tobias who's just... Oh no, that's Mike Shore. Mike just crashed. He's turned the wrong way on the circuit. So he has to spin it around there. This is a nightmare race for Mike Shore, must be said. Not the ideal race for him at all. Fraser Fisher has started to pull a gap. That's someone going into pits. That's Luke Devitt into the pits. But we do some racing action here. Mama Zelda breezes past Zap. So gets the move done for Alfa Romeo. So yeah, we'll go on board with this battle. Mama Zelda just managed to pick up the DRS as well because the detection point is for activation 1 and 2. So if you can get it for the pit straight, then you'll have the DRS on the second straight as well, just after turn 1 and 2. But Rain for the McLaren team, he's looking to get Team Yassine UK here. No DRS on the swivelly straight, whatever you want to call it. There's no DRS here, but he has got a slingshot out the exit. That's Luke Devitt, who's crashed, I do believe. Yeah, he's crashed. Here comes Ryan. Oh, he's a bit far back, but we do have a virtual safety car again. That's for Luke Devitt, who has crashed. He's missing the front wing, as you can see. It's pretty close at the front. Oh no, that's a lapped car. That is the lapped car of Mferk, who hasn't... Sorry, beg my pardon. Who hasn't had the best start to the race. Mam Zelda takes his time to come into the pits. Nobody else opting to do so. So, a couple of people got drive-through penalties. That was a lot of people, actually. We'll have a look. Oh no, only one person got a drive-through. That's Ryan for the McLaren team. He's got a drive-through penalty, which is not ideal at all. Throw on the tyres there. We'll see if there's... Yeah, smart move by Mama Zelda. EJ, Luke Devitt coming into pits now. EJ, he was battling with him, but then he had a crash. So, Luke Devitt's got a penalty for speeding in the pit lane. David the Goon right behind him. We'll see if there's... Oh no, David's coming out the pits. My bad. Thought that we could have seen some maybe overtakes in the pit lane, but not a lot going on at the minute. The closest battle is for the lead. I'm not sure if Final Flame is closing in on Fraser Fisher, or is Fraser Fisher coming out or pulling away, but this is a nice camera angle here. So yeah, gap seems to be staying the same for the lead of the race. So we're 10 laps in now, 1/3 of the race distance. Or that's wrong. Well, it might be right. I honestly don't know. I'm sorry, this is just no close battles. Yeah, Phil, it's been 3 virtual safety cars, I'm pretty sure. We have Ryan coming into pits to serve his drive-through penalty. Not ideal at all for him, but he will come ahead of Team Yassine UK. So I don't think he's lost a position actually, but he has lost a bit of time in the pit lane. Yeah, here's the championship leader, Mama Zelda, currently sitting in P5, but he has made a pit stop. We have a yellow flag, that's for Mferk. Mferk has crashed, he's at the wall. No damage from what is visual on the car. No damage, I'm pretty sure, but a bad race for Mferk. goes to worse. Yeah, so we do have Zap, who's pretty close to FNCL Tom, who is currently running the podium. But Mama Zelda is a net P1. No, I'm wrong there. Mfrox got a 5-second penalty, so it goes. Yeah, he has retired in pit lane. Unsurprisingly, he's had a pretty poor race. That's Micro who has crashed. Is he beached? No, he's not beached, but there's a driver coming through. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. That's poor from Mike Shore. I'm afraid Michler's going to have to take the blame for that one. He has retired. Sure, that's a safety car. He just came right onto the racing line where Luke Devitt was going through. So we have a big crash and we have another crash. There's a lot of crashes right now. Not really sure. Okay. Yeah. So with Final Flim, who is nearly pulling in to Fraser Fishy, or Fraser Fishy's pulling away. I'm not sure. We have FNCL Tom into the pits, and we'll see. Into the pits. A pretty average pit stop, but will he come out ahead of his teammate? It's going to be pretty close between the... Or it's not going to be pretty close, actually. But FNCL Tom will have cold tyres here. Not really any close battles at the minute. With Team Yasin UK coming in for his pit stop now. You have to time the pit stops now, so you can get red, or you can get green. No, you can get mistimed pit stops, or you can get average time pit stops, or you can get optimal. So yeah, so red is the worst, purple is the best, and green is mid. Pretty sure that's how it works. We have a spinner in Zap. No, Zap. I don't know if he has wing damage. He was running the podium, but I don't believe he's made a pit stop now. So now wouldn't be a bad time to do so. No, no, he is coming to pits. Zap, he's having a pretty good rate. He's got a penalty for speeding in the pit lane. You can't even serve it to make it any worse, but if you finish the race, you're guaranteed to get points now. So, yeah, pretty much all you have to do is finish the race, and you will get points. So, yeah, so Fraser Fishy looks to be in complete control of this race. Nearly 4 seconds ahead now of his, well, not really championship rival. He's 21 seconds ahead of his championship rival, so... Oh no, he's 25 seconds ahead of his championship rival. We'll put it on leader. So, 25 seconds, the gap from Mamzelda to Fraser Fishy. Fraser Fishy comes in the pits, so this may be a bit tight. Or it could be a bit tight. We're going to see now. Or it's not going to be tight, is it? It's not going to be tight. I misjudged the time that you have to serve in the pits. But you will have cold tyres now, so Mamzelda, he's on the fresh tyres. Only a couple of laps fresher than Fraser Fishy. Mamzelda using his ERS to try and get closer to Fraser Fishy. He's currently 6 seconds behind. But he's on cold tyres, so he's in the reeling them in at a pretty fast rate. We finally have a semi-close battle. Not really semi-close, but it's even closer down here. No DRS for Team Yasin though. He's managed his ERS pretty well, so he might be able to reel him in here for the D. Oh, Team Yasin just went onto the gravel. Oh, no, he hasn't. Team Yasin seems to be lagging a lot. Yeah, so Team Yasin seems to be lagging quite a bit, so not ideal for him. But he's in DRS. It's finally happening. We're gonna have a battle, guys. Don't worry, don't tune out just yet. It will be a pretty laggy battle, but it's a battle nonetheless. He's reeling them in. Can he get the move done before the braking zone? No, just behind him. He will have DRS now. So he's going to use that ERS to try and get past. Can he drive? Oh, he's got jet fuel in the car. Down the inside. Man's teleporting through the track, but he can't get the move done. Not just yet. Oh, it's actually pretty close between Mademoiselle and Final Flame. Final Flame on the cold tires. No ERS, so there's quite a big ERS difference. Final Flame had a moment. Oh, here comes Mademoiselle. Oh, he just has no ERS. So, won't be a move yet, but we'll go down to Team Yasin and David the Gooner, who are having a battle for 8th place. They're having the battle for 8th place at the minute, but we'll go over to Mademoiselle and... Oh, Final Flame's crashed, or something's happened. I don't know if he has wing damage, we'll see now. Don't believe he has wing damage. So, Mademoiselle moves up into 2nd place of the race, no penalties for him. Oh, there's a battle going on. Team Yasin UK and David the Gooner. Team Yasin UK has the DRS. He's teleporting all over the place. Into the right-hander. Clean racing going on. Here comes David the Gooner. I'm struggling to keep up here. But Team Yasin will have DRS. Oh, David the Gooner has a little bit of a moment there. So we'll see can Team Yasin can get past. And we're not going to see. Because we're going to focus on this battle. For 2nd place. Mademoiselle doesn't have a lot of ERS, but nor does Final Flame. But whilst all this is happening, Fraser Fishy is just controlling the race. You know, he's showing why he's one of the best on the grid. Yeah, could be worthy of the Division 1 seat. There are a bit of rumours going on. Here comes Final Flame. Into turn 1 they go. Keep it clean. Over the curb. Nicely done. Nice racing there. Sorry about that, I'm back. Final Flame gets the move done on Mademoiselle. I missed the move. Well, I missed it, but you guys didn't. Mademoiselle, he's saved his ERS a bit better. So he's going to have the DRS and DRS, whilst Final Flame has no ERS and no DRS. Oh, he went a bit wide. That's going to be a track in the morning. Into the right-hander. I don't know if you can use that curve. Well, I haven't seen anybody have any issues with it so far. So, yeah. We'll go on board, well, we're going to go off board with Mademoiselle. Dave the Gooner has a 3-second time penalty that adds his total to 6. Mademoiselle can't get the move done into turn 1, but he's going to have DRS again now. He's a bit far back. FNCO Tom gets a penalty, the first of the front runners, I suppose, to get a penalty. That's Dave the Gooner, who's had a crash. And finally we have a safety car. The only interesting thing to happen in this race, but is anybody going to throw on the soft tyre to have a 10-lap sprint to the end of the race here in Australia? Lots of drivers have crashed out, so Australia is proven tricky to race for some. This is a great opportunity for some people to charge up the ERS and have a second go at maybe having a race win, but so this is not ideal for Fraser Fishy. He was 6 seconds ahead. Nobody's coming into the pits. No, Mademoiselle is coming into the pits. So, are they going to double stack down at Alfa Romeo? No. They're not double stacking. No Viconic has left the session. He was already out, so I'm surprised he was in it for that long. Yeah, so Ryan gets a penalty for speeding in the pit lane again. So Fraser Fishy now and Final Flame, they're both at the safety car, so they've missed their opportunity to pit now. So if they pit, they're going to come back. They're going to lose track position. So it's either this or sacrifice your position. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, so we wait everybody to not crash up to the safety car. Catch up to the safety car. So Mademoiselle opts for some soft tires. I imagine everybody at the back just throws on soft tires because they've got nothing to lose. It's mediums for Ryan. Medium tires for Ryan. So I think Mademoiselle doesn't fancy his chances here. You know, FNCO time is a penalty. Razor Fishy and Final Flame are on the hard tires, so it's significantly slower compound. But the only question is, will the softs go to the end? Hopefully they should. We've got 10 laps remaining now. Yes, so we've had a pretty interesting race here in Division 2, and things are only going to get more interesting here with it. The last lap safety car, well, not last lap, last, what do you call it? The last push, the last stint, the last push, 10 laps remaining. I wasn't throw on Scepter, but the only difference is that some people have penalties. EJ has a 9-second. Apologies, that's a cough. EJ has a 9-second penalty, so that's going to be not good for him. Hopefully the safety car's in the slap. We just have to wait for Team Yassi UK to catch up to the safety car. Apparently he's very laggy. I won't get involved in that because I just don't care. But yeah, I'm just here for the racing action. We've got Alfa Romeo running P3 and P4 at the minute. Well, actually, yeah, P3 and P4. Mount Zelda in a net P3, and FCO Tom will drop due to penalties. Safety car in this lap, surely. Come on. No, please. Please. Can it still come in? I don't know why it's not coming in. But everybody's here, so I'm just gonna have to wait a little bit longer. Um, Thanks to everybody who's tuning into the race. Interesting race here at Australia. Yeah, so this is the last push. There's 8 laps remaining. We have lots of different strategy choices. So a couple of drivers on the softs, a couple on the hard, and we have Ryan on the medium. So could Ryan fancy his chances here on the mediums, because the rest of the drivers are on hard compounded tyres, and we did see early on the race when Fraser Fishy had pace on the mediums, but Fraser Fishy has pace on every tyre, so we'll see what the story is when we get going. It's definitely shaping up to be a very interesting end to the race. We'll have 8 or 7 laps when the safety car comes in, which should be this lap. Yeah, the monster. Everybody. Australia proving difficult for some. Safety car in this lap, we do get confirmation. We do get confirmation from the FIA that the safety car is in this lap. I'm going board with Fraser Fisher. Just heating the tyres now. And does he have a bit of a... No, that's showing up for everybody. Thought he had a bit of a fuel problem, but... yeah, that's a glitch, I'm pretty sure. Let's go on board with F on. We'll have a good view of the restart. We are under green flags right now, but everybody respecting the pace. We wait for the safety car to come in and for Fraser Fisher to go. Who's going to get the edge on the restart? Fraser Fisher. He's not gone yet. He's just waiting. He's gone now. FNC Tom gets the jump on Final Flame. Team, there's a crash at the back. That's EJ and Team Yassin UK. He does get a penalty for the collision. So was he deemed at fault? Oh, there's a bit of problems between Alfa Romeo drivers. FNC Tom. Team orders there, Alfa Romeo, after collision at turn 3. That's Zap who's gone deep and he's hit the wall. And EJ at the back after collision with Team Yassin. Oh, someone's had a crash. That is Mama Zelda, no. Mama Zelda, who really could have fancied his chances for a win now. There is still time, but does he have wing damage? Yeah, he's missing a bit of an end plate there. So, here comes Final Flame. Fraser Fishy, after leading for so long, his win could be vulnerable here. And hopefully McLaren can bring back the win, because he deserves the win. But here comes Final Flame. Goes to the outside, Fraser Fishy covers nicely. Shoves him off the track nearly. Great racing here between the pair of them. Yassin missing a wing, he's gonna have to come into the pit surely. But we'll go for for the race win. For the race lead. Oh, Final Flame has a moment. Out the last corner. He's lost around a second. FNC Tom fancies his chances into turn 1 to go side by side. And looks like Final Flame just got the edge over him there. But some great racing going on here. Here comes FNC Tom into the hairpin. Just a bit too far back for a move. EJ pops into the pits after collision, unsurprisingly. But can Final Flame get the win of the race? He's gonna have to up his pace there. There was only one Williams, the monster, but yeah, Luke got involved in a collision with Mike Shaw that resulted in a DNF. So Mamzelda's race. Mamzelda's not having the best race, but he's going to reel in the Zap here. No DRS on this lap, but he does a fair amount of DRS to play with here. Is he going to send it down the inside to Mamzelda? Goes his signature moves. Oh, he goes a bit deep there. Oh, I seen what he did there. I seen what he did there. Not many close battles here, but DRS is enabled. Zap comes into pits. Maybe throw in a set of soft tyres and go for the fastest lap. You will get a point for it, guaranteed. Because there's only 8 drivers running in the race at the minute. But F1 Ocon, he seems to be closing in on the final flame. Goes a bit wide there, or not really. Keeps it on the track limit, but yeah, Fraser Bridgely looks to be in control of the race. And not to mention McLaren, this would be a great result for McLaren. It would definitely boost them up the standings quite a bit. So just wait to see. Into the chicane. Does he have DRS? No, he's a bit too far back for DRS. But yeah, Fraser Bridgely's in complete control of this, I'm pretty sure. So he just has to hold on to the lead, and the win should be his in Australia. And there's actually a fight at the back. EJ sets the fastest first sector of the race. Fraser Bridgely sets the 21.0 on the hard compound tyres. But the action is at the back. Into the chicane, they're banging wheels. EJ cuts the corner, gets a time penalty for it. And does hit the DRS. But it's all kicking off up here. Starting to see a little bit of a train. Yassine still not opting to pit for a new wing, so he will be losing time. But I must have missed it, but F1 Ocon did get past Final Flame. F1 Ocon had a pretty poor corner there. So we'll see. Can Final Flame get past him? EJ sets the fast lap, unsurprisingly. Here comes Final Flame into the chicane, pulls to the outside. Oh, he backs off just before the detection point. And gets a good exit. So here he comes. Into the send it down inside. No, just backs off a little bit. But I can see Ocon with not a lot of DRS. Final Flame just managing to harvest the DRS a little better and use it a bit better. Still more action at the back. It's for P7. Here comes Zap. Zap gets the move done. I'm a bit tired, I can't lie. Final Flame gets the exit he needs into the hairpin. Wheel to wheel. F2 Ocon sends it down inside. Final Flame manages to get the position off F2 Ocon, who was struggling with a bit of DRS issues. But they are pretty equal now. So is F2 Ocon going to use a little bit to try and get past Final Flame? We'll see now. But Ryan's actually starting to creep in on this battle a little bit. And could we still see a McLaren 1-2 on track? Well, we'll have a look at the penalties. Oh, well, if Ryan gets a 5-second penalty removed, maybe, just maybe, then this would be a great result for McLaren. Ryan bounces over the curb there, but this is a great battle going on at the minute. As we start lap 27, just 3 laps remaining in the Australian Grand Prix. We've had a pretty great race here. So Ryan, he's managed to save up a little bit of DRS, but he doesn't have a lot. So Oh, Rain goes a little bit wide. He still manages to get the DRS. But Bao is up here for P2. Effort Seal Tom and final now. Ooh. Effort Seal Tom had a bit of a moment there. Rain sliding over turn 4. No, that's not turn 4. What am I on about? The commentating fatigue is getting to me. No, not that. It's just when you get tired. You know, I've had a long day. But here comes Rain. But on this hard 0% ERS. Rain takes it inside, sends it then inside. Oh, there's not a lot of space there. There's a collision between the two drivers. Team Yasin UK doesn't manage to get close to either one, but this pretty much. Oh jeez, Fraser Fishy's 8 seconds ahead now. Absolute dominant race from Fraser Fishy, you know. This is what he does. Yeah, so Fraser Fishy is going to take the championship lead after this race. I do believe Fraser Fishy will be the next championship leader due to Mamuzelda. Mamuzelda hasn't had the best races, you know. He's got caught up in a couple of collisions. Yasin gets a 2-second time penalty, multiple warnings, which is basically just track limits, you know, going over the white line. Rain on hard 0% ERS. He wants this podium potentially. Well, it won't be a penalty. No. Jeez. Sorry lads, I'm just absolute bollocks here. So here comes Rain. He wants to get that move done on F2 He goes a bit wide. Does he have wind damage? That looked like. That looked pretty bad. No. Yeah, he's missing an end plate. I don't know when he's got involved in the collision, but we're on the last lap now, finally. Oh no! Oh no, Tom! He's got disqualified. FNC Tom, after a major glitch. Oh, that is absolutely sickening. The podium looked like it was guaranteed, but he's just got disqualified for no reason. This game proves time and time again that it's not really fit to league race on. You know, like that's ridiculous. I feel very bad for him. Absolutely sickening. Sickening for Evan Salon, but Fraser Fishy, he's near 10 seconds ahead of P2. You know, he's been absolutely dominant, and he proves time and time again why he should be at the top time and time again. Wins the Australian Grand Prix after a great race from Fraser Fishy, absolute dominant. Final Flynn will come home in P2, and I think Rain's gonna get the podium here, so we'll see if Yasin gets a if Yasin gets P3 after this. I don't know, man. He's 10 seconds behind, so it's a double McLaren podium in Australia. We just wait for everybody to finish up the race now, but Fraser Fishy takes the race win. Zap spins. Yeah, this is. Oh, Egypt might get him here. Oh, that's not good for Zap. Yeah, so that's the end of the race. Thanks for watching, guys. And we'll be live for Division 1 at 8 PM tomorrow at UK time. And next week for Division 2. same Twitch channel and same time. So yeah, oh shit. There's the podium for the social editors. Fraser officially looking fresh. um, yeah. Oh dear.